This Saturday night, Nathan Cleverly makes his much anticipated comeback at Cruiserweight. I'm so glad to actually see Nathan back in the ring. There was a real feeling at one point that Nathan wasn't going to come back after the fight he had against Kovalev and the brutal beating that he took from Kovalev that night. Now he's back at Cruiserweight against a man called Sean Corbin, who actually lives not too far away from me, in Trinidad and Tobago, which I'm in Grenada at the moment. What can I tell you about Sean Corbin? Well, he's a cruiserweight, and he's been at cruiserweight a little longer than Mr. Cleverly has, and he's fought what's the guy's name again? Masterneck was his last opponent he fought, top rated cruiserweight, and the guy Murat, that's the guy's name, Murat, that fought Hopkins. Though the two guys noted on his record. Now I'll tell you something about Corbin. He boxes pretty straight up. If you want to talk about straight up, he really boxes straight up. And he has a decent jab and a sneaky right hand when he throws it. Doesn't throw it often enough, and doesn't put punches together often enough. Low work rate, not great hand speed. One of the common things with Corbin, or mistakes, flaws he has, is he drops his left hand. When he drops his left hand, he's open to a left hook. And if you look at the guys that have fought Corbin and dropped Corbin, they've all dropped him and stopped him, and the opening punch has been the left hook. So for Cleverly, in this fight, and both the guys that fought Corbin and knocked him out and stopped him have had slower hand speed than Nathan Cleverly. Now Nathan Cleverly, the one thing he has is good hand speed, very good hand speed, and puts his combinations together well. I expect to see Nathan Cleverly stopping Corbin inside 4 rounds. It could be that quick, because when Cleverly hits you with one punch, he's like a tornado or hurricane. It's 3, 4, 5 punch combinations, and I don't think Corbin would have faced anyone as fast as Cleverly. And of course, Cleverly's coming up as from light heavy to cruiserweight, so I think he may maintain that speed, but he's definitely going to have faster hands than Masterneck and Murat. So I look for Cleverly to stop Corbin. Doesn't seem to have learnt from his mistakes, and you know what? By him stopping Corbin in impressive style, I guess Cleverly will turn around afterwards looking devastating at cruiserweight after this fight against a guy who has been stopped before, and as I said before, is prone to getting knocked out with a left hook. Cleverly's not known for a great left hook, but the fact he puts his combination together, I think he could start with a jab, then throwing the combination together, putting the combination together and stopping Corbin. I think the referee will probably come in and stop him rather than Cleverly knock Corbin out. Yeah, as I was saying, it would be just the calling card to say to his rival in Liverpool, Tony Bellew, you know what? I won my fight at cruiserweight. I look more impressive than you. You want the fight? Let's get it on. And this time, you come and fight in my backyard. Last time I fought in your backyard and I beat you. Now come in my backyard and I'll beat you in my backyard as well. So expect to hear about Bellew Cleverly 2 if Cleverly is anywhere near what he was like as a light heavyweight. So yeah, I expect Cleverly to come back and come back well in this fight. What he does against Bellew is another matter altogether. But for Sean Corbin, I'm afraid to say that he is going to get his lights put out inside 4 rounds. You can't keep making the same mistake over and over again. And unfortunately for Mr. Corbin, although he's an islander and he's just down the road for me, I have to go with the man who has the better boxing ability. And now Cleverly's with a new outfit, which is now Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports. All that may have rejuvenated Cleverly, who looked pretty sad with Frank Warren, and maybe at the time he was with Warren, he probably wanted to get out of the contract. I don't know. I can't speak on that. What I do know is that Cleverly is back at cruiserweight. Wish him all the best in his new venture. I'm out.